and this is fine. So, by the way, the exchange rate of US dollar and Japanese yen is, wait a moment please, US dollar Japanese yen exchange, and so it's possible to get the exchange rate of that moment, or of this moment, by using the internet. So at first, so so when I woke up this date, so it turned out that, so the value of the local currency of my country I live in had significantly dropped. Not had significantly dropped, but significantly dropped when I woke up and watched television, and watched the television, and anyway. But actually, so I think the value of the local currency of this country is rising a little. I hope. So anyway, maybe I shouldn't tell you the exact rate of this. I shouldn't tell you the exact exchange rate of this date, or of this time, because you may be able to identify me, and so maybe I think most of you have understood. Most of you have noticed that I'm drunk and I'm a non-native speaker of English language, and which is why, so I'm extremely bad at speaking English. So in most cases, or in a regular time, or on regular basis, so I speak English not so naturally, but actually, at least, so which level, which extent is business level of English language is controversial in my mind, and I think which level, or which extent is business level of English proficiency is controversial, and that is because, so in the case of, for example, I was talking about the exchange rate of US dollar and Japanese yen, and so when it comes to finance, so it's fine to so in my mind, it's fine to talk about it, because and if you call that financial topic, or financial talk, business level of English, so I may be able to talk about I may be able to talk about business stuff, and which means, so I have a business level of English high enough to talk about business stuff. But actually, so when it comes to for example, I'm bad at taking care of other people. So in everyday life. So in everyday life, I'm not so good at taking care of, or looking after other people, or other adults. So which is why, so so I may have troubles in communicating with other people. When I'm talking about other people, when I talk with other people about everyday stuff, other than business stuff. Well, business things, actually. Stuff means simple things. Which you not you name it, but whichever is fine to think about. Well, whichever is fine to recognize, anyway. And by the way, so the main track of this episode is not the exchange rate between US dollars and Japanese yen. So wait a moment, please. I'm sorry for my taking your precious time for long. And this time, the title is How to Show Semen or Sperm in Porn Videos with pictures for descriptions, and so I created a new content. I created or I have uploaded that new online document into Medium, and which is why this is the same as a episodes of podcast, which means if you'd like to read that content, please check out the description column of this episode, so that you can find out the link of that online article I created recently. And this is all the stuff I'd like you to know this time. And by the way, I should read some parts of this content. And the first paragraph is, this content is about how to show viewers semen sperm in porn videos, and which means this content the online content I have recently created focuses on how to show semen or sperm in porn videos to viewers, which is the meaning of the first sentence. Anyway, sometimes English is complicated, and sometimes foreigners have trouble. Or, I'm a foreigner to, for example, American people. And by the way, I live in Japan, and my mother tongue is Japanese, and so sometimes foreigners have trouble in grabbing or in understanding the right or the correct context, enabling the readers to understand how to read the English sentences. Anyway, for example, I wrote the first sentence. This content is about how to show viewers semen sperm in porn videos, and so if you are foreigners, you may have troubles in understanding, for example, who is going to see the semen or sperm, and are viewers going to see the sperm, or and who is going to, or is there who is going to see the sperm or semen other than the viewers written in this first sentence. You may have such a question. Anyway, but actually, I'm going to continue. And as I have emphasized, showing semen is critical when it comes to engaging viewers, and this is correct. This is true. And I don't explain the purpose of showing semen. To know it, please refer to the following. And so I embedded a content, another content into this the most recent content, and the embedded content is show the sperm or semen in CFNM porn videos. And if you'd like to know why it is recommendable to show semen in porn videos, please check out that embedded content. And after accessing the online content I recently created. And anyway, so the targeted readers are people who create adult content, or particularly porn videos, and this focuses on this content focuses on, or this content targets the creators of porn videos especially, actually. But actually, so if you do not create porn videos, you may be able to read this content. But actually, so if you create porn videos, this country also has many people who create porn videos, or privately or personally, or there are some not enterprises, but actually there are some companies which create porn videos as those companies. But actually, some people individually create their own porn videos. They love, maybe, some people create really high qualities of porn videos. I'm enjoying an alcoholic drink, by the way, and this content has maybe three sections. Maybe yes. Section 3, which is additional descriptions. Section 2, which is how to show semen with samples. Section 1, which is how long is it fine to show. So how long is really simple, 2 seconds or longer to show semen in your porn video. And number of scenes per porn video, which is 1 or more, and that's simple, and it's over. And how to show semen is which is the name of a section, and which is the name of a section which has, and section 2 has some pictures showing girls showing their semen, for example, inside their mouths or inside their own mouths, or on their fingers, or on their faces. Some girls, I mean, in some pictures in this content. So some girls have semen covering their own faces. And anyway, but actually samples, I'm wondering whether I should add some more samples or not. And because, but actually, so there is a rule, or there is a standard of medium, and which may prohibit erotic contents, or which may prohibit so explicit contents in using formal terms, and which is why, so I'm on consideration about whether I should add more pictures or not. And this is all, and the title is, wait a moment please, how to show semen or sperm in porn videos with pictures for descriptions. And so the conclusion is, wait a moment please, a new content has been created, and this is all. And I'm thinking of creating another content just after this one, and which means I'm thinking of creating an episode for appreciation of the sounds of blowjob, which is the name of a series of my podcast. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you very much for everything. See you.